Let's look at 5 must-draft running backs in 2023 fantasy football to get you ready for the redraft season as drafts approach. As we get closer to draft season, we're drafting every day, getting our fantasy football season intact. If this is something you're into, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now because I'm going to get you in order for your fantasy season. Redraft, Dynasty, Devy, football clips. It's all right here. It's constant. And I got a catalog of videos for you to look at, for you to consume. And you just pick what you want. A la carte style. Put today's must-draft running backs that we're looking at today. First one's Nick Chubb. Late second round ADP. Going for a song considering 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons. Shouldn't have a problem hitting that mark unless he gets injured, and we're not projecting injuries on players unless they've been heavily injured prior. Offense should be cooking a little bit more this year. Deshaun Watson's been in the offense a little bit longer now, getting more established. Now they added Elijah Moore. We got more firepower. We got some young guys with Cedric Tillman and David Bell there as well to round things off in the receiving game. Kareem Hunt's gone. Some more work's got to go to Nick Chubb. Maybe a little bit more in the passing game. I wouldn't expect his production to be fueled in the passing game, but I would expect him to do Nick Chubb things like we've seen. This guy is a tremendous size-adjusted athlete. When he's in the open field, he can pop off for a big game, and we should see the chains move a lot better this year. So this should allow him to get more money opportunities in the red zone. This should allow him to get more opportunities overall as the team just holds on to the ball longer, and they're definitely going to want to use him because who's not going to want to use Nick Chubb? From a strategy perspective here, he's going in the late second round. This is going to allow you to draft a wide receiver in the first, pick him up, and then on the turn, coming back in the third, get you another good wide receiver and you're set up. Like we talked about in our draft strategies, the wide receiver position is cooking early per ADP per market on Underdog Fantasy right now, which is going to transition into regular redraft. Maybe not so much in basic home leagues, but it might be more than what you're used to either way to some certain extent. And by being able to nail the wide receiver position early, by not forgetting running back, then you might be able to set yourself up for success. Nick Chubb is in a grand situation right now, and he's in a grand situation in ADP where you can really capitalize off that. Going to our next running back is Breece Hall. Round 3 ADP, he's a value. Also, look back at those minicamp clips. He's already starting to look good. He's already starting to run. It's been pronounced that he hit 22 miles per hour on a run. Whether that's true or not, that was said. That was marked by the coaching staff. Look for him to start or be heavily involved sometime in the season. Give him a couple weeks to rack it up. You can also get Izzy Abakanda as a handcuff later in the draft as well, and he's very cheap to get. He's looking good, but last year, look at what he did in 4 starts. 122 yards per game, 19.7 PPR points per game, 18.8 touches per game. Volume 4 days, sharing the backfield still, but productive. A young running back like this, not getting an injury discount, first rounder, for sure. Early second rounder, for sure. You're catching him at a discount in the middle of the 3rd round. That's something you may want to take advantage of. Considering that high upside, we also have Aaron Rodgers now. We're going to be moving the chains a little bit more effectively. So once he gets back in, asserted, we might see more Breece Hall dominance coming our way. And then this guy's got the size-adjusted speed profile that can really hammer it home, make those big plays. If you want to go a little bit cheaper, let's look at round 5. Kenneth Walker's also going at a discount due to Zach Charbonnet, making him cheaper at round 5 and ADP underdog. Some people are saying he's going in round 4 in some drafts, but a discount since week 6 last year. 15.9 PPR points per game, 20.6 touches per game, 4.3 home run speed is what we're looking at. Dude went off at Michigan State in his final season in college. 3.08 yards after contact per attempt as a rookie. Tons of upside here, and you're getting a round 2 running back at a round 5 price tag. Zach Charbonnet should eat in some of the workload. Zach Charbonnet is a better receiving back, but he's also proven to be productive without getting a bulk of the receptions in the passing game. Kenneth Walker has a lot of upside of that 4.3 speed. Very good approach to the line of scrimmage. Reads everything well. Home run hitter. And why go away from him in the run game when he's been so successful? So they should be allowing him a good portion of the opportunity. Round 5 price tag is a good time to shoot for upside, because you want to shoot for players who have the potential to win your league for you in this area, because you can take a little bit of a gamble here and it won't hurt you as much because you already drafted your 4 top players. Kenneth Walker here in this price range per underdog ADP. Good upside play to look at. Coming over here to round 7 with a cheaper running back is Dave Montgomery. They signed him to a 3-year, $18 million deal. The Detroit Lions dead. So per sunk cost, he's going to get some touches. He's going to get red zone work due to the Jamal Williams role, but it's going to be a little bit more because you're going to see him be used a little bit more in the passing game. He can do a little bit more. Expect him to be effective. They did draft Gibbs in the first round. Gibbs is a little bit smaller. They should be using David Montgomery on the goal line a little bit more, and then also more of a grinder as well. Should be getting touches. We're also looking at him in round 7. And this Detroit Lions offense is humming. They're explosive. They move the chains. This is a good offense to invest in. You're getting a round 7 running back who is projected to get some touches here. And if you're set at wide receiver and you're looking at a running back here as your RB2, round 7 price tag for David Montgomery is not a bad get. But if you want to go cheaper, if you want to handcuff, look at Elijah Mitchell around 11. Christian McCaffrey's handcuffed, which means in their game plans, they're looking to use the running back. They're looking to run the ball. If he goes down, they're going to be looking at Elijah Mitchell, who hasn't had a clean bill of health lately, but he's a very explosive player. He's proven to be productive. He was top 10 in fantasy points per touch when he was a starter a couple years ago. 81% opportunity share in 2021. As a rookie, he's shown he can be productive. He can hold down a workload. And you got that athleticism where he can pop off on any given game with a long run. If something happens to McCaffrey, everyone's going to be running to get Elijah Mitchell if he's sitting on waivers. On top of that, McCaffrey's rolling strong and you need to flip players around. He's not going to just be a rock on your roster. You're not going to hesitate moving on from him to get someone off your waiver wire. That's very important because that handcuff fragility where you're not married to him, where if you draft someone around 11 who's also scoring 8 to 12 points per game, but not enough to win you weeks, that can allow you to be more flexible too because you're just waiting for him to get his opportunity. Who knows when that happens or if that even happens, but the upside's there in round 11. The opportunity could be there if he gets the chance to prove himself, his chance to get a workload. It could be there. Round 11, cheap double-digit rounds, you're shooting for upside, and we can see how the upside plays out. But there are a ton of running backs we are looking at this year. I guarantee I'll have more must-draft running back videos because I like to play with a big portfolio and mix and match players. So I'm looking at everybody. I'm very strategic with how I set up my rosters in that way. So I'll have more coming at you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll be covering the wide receivers soon, so you don't want to miss those anyways. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.